So are we live?
We are now. Hey guys.
Are you sure we're live?
Yeah, there's a.
Up there, up there. Okay, now we're
Now.
Yeah, there's a.
I think we're live now.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, there's a delay.
It's a lag.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn this off because it's distracting.
Yeah.
Hey everybody.
Hi guys.
By everybody, I mean Amy and Tim.
Amy, Tim.
Y'all need to be nice to each
Well,
other.
there are 6 watching now.
They're early going at it.
Well.
I was first.
Yeah. Yay, we're here. How's everybody doing tonight? It's Monday.
Tim, don't tell us what happened if you're watching Walking Dead.
Yeah, we're not caught up.
We've had to tape the last 2 weeks, so don't give anything away.
Hey, Earthy Eve. So if this works out, I think we've decided that we're going to try to go live every Monday evening.
Mondays work best for us because I'm off work on Mondays, and it's the best, during the week, I usually get home too late, or I get home in time, but I got way too much stuff to do before supper and bed, so Monday works best for us.
Hi, Miss Nanda.
Nanda's here.
Yeah. Hey,
Nanda.
Jennifer and Mimi and Peace and Pantry. What's up, Kimberly? Hey, Cynthia. Thank you guys for joining us. We didn't advertise this or anything, so hey, Suburban. Hey, Mark. That's Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hi, Great Christian Videos. I think.
Hunt with BMC.
Yeah. Okay, so most of you guys that are here already know what I want to talk about. He's got something he wants to talk about. But I wanted to talk to you guys about the Homesteaders of America membership. You are actually becoming a membership of an organization.
You're wearing your staff shirt.
I am wearing my staff shirt. I'm wearing my staff shirt today. But yeah, so it's actually going to be going live if we're on track to go live in November. And we are really, really excited, not only for, this aspect of the goal, the mission.
Arms Family Homestead.
Daniel Arms is in the house.
But also for the members. We're really excited for the members and what this means for everybody. This means it looks like we're going to have a magazine.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy because,
something to flip through in the morning when you're eating your bacon.
Exactly. I like the way you think.
Yeah, as Tim said, bacon.
Yeah. So yeah, and then you guys will have early access to tickets, like when they go on pre-sale. When we discount merchandise. Wait. Hang on. Amy said, wait. Am I spilling the beans too fast? Because I thought we already put that out there.
Yeah, you better wait. Better make sure that's okay to tell people.
Well, she put it out on Facebook today.
I saw the Facebook post.
Yeah.
She may be changing things, though.
No, well, I hope. Maybe. But anyway.
Or she may want to announce it. It's her deal.
I know, but it's already been on Facebook. Ixnay on the mag A. Okay. Never mind about that. Forget I said that. Erase that from your memory. But you get pre-sale on tickets, sale on merchandise. I'm pretty sure I read about a post. I read about that on the post, didn't I?
No, it wasn't on the post.
Oh. Then never mind.
Yeah, you need to pay attention.
It's about to get fisticuffs up in here.
She gave me the look. Any of y'all get that look every once in a while?
Anyway, so yeah, workshops. There's a lot of things that we've got in the works, and really, really excited. Tim said, "Coloring book, please." Forget this ever happened. Yeah, I could have sworn I read that. Anyway, so be on the lookout. You can sign up for our newsletter, so that way when things do come to light and we publish things, that you will be some of the first to hear about it. So we're really excited. So be sure to check that out. I've got a link in the description box below to the become a member part of the website. So be sure to check that out. Parker, bring me my tablet.
It's on 5%. So
Go to the, was it the Facebook page? Homesteaders of America Facebook page?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and there's a really nice post about membership perks and what's available and exciting information. And read the Facebook post.
Yeah.
Okay, dang it.
She did mention the cost. Yeah, somebody says, did they mention the cost? Right, Amy? Didn't you mention $25 for a year membership? I think
that was in there, but I'm questioning everything now. So, hey, Simply. Okay, so why don't you talk about what you were going to talk about?
I mean, before we get off the conference thing, the Homesteaders of America, the still talking about the conference, and she was showing me video of some of the other vendors that were set up. That, man, there were so many vendors set up, I didn't get a chance to see them all, and so I'm really looking forward to next year, just taking more time and seeing all the vendors. And I think that's something that was mentioned. And of course, with it 2 days, it's going to be a lot better to do that.
Absolutely.
But,
Jackie's already taken off, or he's put in for work.
I've already put in for vacation for next year for work, and so we're already planning for it.
Yay! Let's see. Somebody asked me. I can't find it. I think his name was Brad. Oh yes, Brad said, are there going to be events around the country instead of just Virginia? And that is the goal. That is the goal, to have regional conferences so people can go to the region that they're in and benefit from all of the awesomeness that is the conference that we got to experience.
Because it's hard to travel if you don't live in that general area. I mean, I would have loved for Daniel, but he lives in Oklahoma. Man, that'd be a heck of. So if we could have different regions, I mean, that was the first year. I mean, first year, got to try that out. Next year, 2 days, who knows? After that, she may be having conferences all over. By the way, at the conference, when we packed to go, I threw a bunch of my bathroom stuff and shampoos and toothbrushes and everything. I threw all that in my backpack. And I thought I had gotten everything out of my backpack. And so I was at work a couple of days ago, and I needed to get something out of my backpack. And I reached in real quick to get something, and something
bit him.
bit me bad. I thought, there's a rattlesnake in my backpack. No, I come out and my hand was just covered red. I forgot to take my razor out of my backpack. And so, it was all taped up with gauze and everything, but I really took the whole end of my finger off.
It's bad. It's bad. And he waited about 24 hours and then took the bandage off, and it started bleeding again.
Still bleeding. So,
yeah. And I don't have any colloidal silver. I know that would help clot it and clean it, but I don't have any of that. So we had to get him the, oh my goodness, she is old. Hey, Pickers. So yeah, Bon Terra said make a home. She said make a vacation out of the trip. If you can come to the 2018 conference, it is absolutely a great idea, especially if you are traveling quite a distance, to take the time and make it a vacation. Like we've said before, there are so many great things to see when you're there, especially if you love freedom and liberty. And it's just such a hub of where so much happened in our American history. For us to have the freedoms that we have today, So there's just a lot of cool things to see, and it would be great to go.
A lot of the people that went to the conference talked about how great it would be to just hang out an extra day or two, to go see some of the, either go to DC, do some of the stuff in DC, go visit some of the other historic sites. I'm a Civil War buff, and I love the Revolutionary War, Founding Fathers era. So actually, I enjoy going to Virginia. That's, of course, Kentucky used to be part of Virginia,
Mhm.
so it's kind of cool to go there. It is a long drive for us. It's a little over 10 hours. So we do have to plan. It takes a whole day to travel and a whole day to get back. But when you plan for it this far in advance, you know, we just plan for it.
Yep, and we packed a bunch of food to take, so that way we would only have to stop for gas fill-ups and restroom breaks. And also,
Jason talked Amy into doing a chili cook-off that Thursday night.
That
chili
see that
cook-off.
Jackie had walked away at that time, but
Yes.
yeah, there's
Awesome.
yeah. I was really excited. I don't know if we're still also gonna do it, but so there's gonna be a chili cook-off, and I was like, I'll bring dessert in a spoon. Like if there's a way for us, like I can make a cobbler and like a Dutch oven or something, and I'll bring my Dutch oven.
Yeah.
This guy can make some pretty bomb chili.
Yeah.
His chili's really good.
You're gonna have to put your money where your mouth is, Caber.
Well, if that's Thursday night, though, we'll be driving up Thursday.
Yeah.
Because I can't get off like 2 weeks in a row. So we would leave like at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning Thursday. Hopefully get there by 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and be tired, but
Yeah, we
I
might
guess
be
some
there.
of the chili be spicy enough
We
to keep
might-
us up tonight.
Yeah, we might be able to be there for the eating part.
Civil War monuments.
Maybe not for the cooking part. I'll still bring dessert if I have to cook it at home and bring it, or pick one up on the way there. But yeah, it's gonna be a long day for us. But we're already looking forward to next year. But Amy did say there's a lot that we are also planning for 2019. But all of that, when we get closer to time, we'll start revealing things as they get set in stone, so nobody spills the beans.
Venison chili, enough said.
Oh yeah,
We've had
Fine
that before.
by, dog.
You've made that before, I think.
yeah.
I like venison chili.
I prefer venison chili.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I've told Josh. Have you guys
No.
got anything yet? I'm sure you have. Josh from Simply Seven and his sons have been hunting, so that's what they do for me. Is they stock their freezer full
That's
of
awesome.
game.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what I want to start doing.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I prefer venison over beef anymore, except for hamburgers. That's one thing. Gotta have the beef for the hamburgers, but venison I like for everything else. Amy wants to know if you've gone hunting yet.
No, I haven't. It's deer season here right now is just bow season.
It's
and
bow season
muzzle
right
loader.
Yeah.
I don't have either one of those. I go gun, but I have that season hasn't started yet. It starts next week, I believe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It starts at the beginning of November.
Yeah, it runs about 10 days or something like that, and I've taken 2 days off to do that, and hopefully the place I will go will still let me. So
Yeah, I'm sure they will. They're good people. Let's see. Yeah, and Tim, I know a lot of us have said it, but I don't think it will hurt to continue to thank Tim for bringing his golf cart to the conference. He was mentioning earlier that he didn't see any of the speakers or visit with any of the vendors, and that's because he was busy driving us around.
he worked his tail off.
He did. Well, like the
And
day
his daughters worked their tails off. They helped watch a booth.
Yeah, he was awesome. But yeah, it was
Stop.
But yeah, he was great, and he let's see, and here's what's funny is when we were there Friday to set up. Of course, I've seen Tim on Facebook and things like that, and I knew he was planning on coming. But Friday when we were setting up, there was this guy in this pink shirt, and he was lifting things, and I was like, who is that guy? And so I asked Amy, I was like, who is that? And she said, oh, that's Tim Beverly. I went, that's Tim Beverly? And so I had to go over there and say hi. And he was like, shh.
He got a haircut.
Yeah.
He wasn't recognizable.
He got a sharp haircut and he was clean shaven and I didn't recognize him. But it was really, really cool to get to meet him in person. And then, like I said, with him, he just working his tail off and driving us all around. It was just great. And I didn't get to meet your daughters or your brother, Tim. But I've heard them.
I've seen them work in the alderman's booth.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've been driving a golf cart since I was 9 too, so I could.
So you're just saying?
I'm just saying I could help.
Just saying, her granny's golf carts ended up tipped over.
When I was 9. Jeez. By this time next year, I'll be driving a real car.
We're not even going to talk about that right now.
Oh, she's got issues with me getting older.
You think?
What is that?
I know.
We get 4 months of bow and 8
dang.
days of rifle,
Wow.
30 days of muzzle loader. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is
Where
it
are they-
muzzle?
where are
They're
they
in
at?
Nebraska. Are you
Right
guys
now,
still in
yeah.
Nebraska? They're looking to get out of Nebraska, but I'm pretty sure that they
I think
haven't
I
moved
saw
yet.
something on Arms Family Homestead's Instagram the other day with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arms Daniel. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, he's been doing some muzzle loader hunting.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I don't know much about that, but it looks complicated.
Check out the Arms Family Homestead.
We're big fans.
I
They're good.
love watching his videos, and we've met them. They're great people.
They're
Man,
very nice.
Daniel and his wife and their kids, they're just awesome. And they are exactly what they seem to be in person as they are on their channel.
Good
Let's
people.
see.
Good Christian people, too.
Yes, they are. Flying VS Farm. She said the look on Tangi's face just now hearing her daughter talking about driving. I know. Let me tell you. You know how you pray over your children? I am dreading. Well, I mean, it's one thing, you know, because they're with me all the time. And I know where they are and I know what they're doing. And then just the idea of them getting behind the wheel. And it's not so much that you worry about their driving as you worry about everybody else's driving and then them knowing how to control a car when they're in trouble. You know, all that stuff. And I just...
You should have seen
trying to give it to the Lord.
her. I was getting lessons. Dad's been teaching me how to drive. And when I tried to talk her into getting in the car with me and letting me drive her, like, around our little road,
Simply
I
Seven.
had to
Oh, go ahead.
just, like, it took some effort to get her to get in the car with me.
Simply Seven. They're looking at the Kentucky, Tennessee area. Hey, that's where we're at.
We're fans.
Collab.
We are about 45 minutes from the Tennessee border
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not that far.
up in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Bubble wrap me?
Yes.
Buy some
Okay.
land so I can go hunting there. We're looking to. We're looking
You're
to get out of the
22 and you got
subdivision
your
we're
license.
in and finding some acreage. But that might take a while.
It might.
You know,
The
money that we're setting aside seems to be spent quicker than we can save it. Yeah, my truck, had work done on my truck today, spent a lot more money than I expected, then had to get 4 new tires put on it, which was a whole lot more than I wanted. So, yeah, that's life.
It's adulting. I told Amy earlier. I was like, we've been doing a lot of adulting today. He was fixing a toilet. I had to do the tires and all that good stuff.
In Kentucky, you have to be 16 to get your permit, then 16 and a half to get, it's not your full license yet.
You have to have your permit 3 months or 6 months?
6 months.
6 months you have to have
But
your
you don't
permit.
get like your full license until you're 17 here.
See,
They've changed it since I was that age.
I was in Georgia when I was driving, learning how to drive and everything. In Georgia, you get your permit at 15 and have to keep it for a year,
Mhm.
which I like that a lot better because then you have a year of experience driving before you're just set free to
How old was Amy when she got married?
18.
Oh, okay. So
Right?
she didn't get her license
Didn't you
until
get
she got married.
I'm pretty sure that's right. I think she was young like me when
I was
her
talking
and
to
Mark
Aunt
got
Laura,
married.
and Aunt Laura told me she didn't get her license until she was 18.
Yeah, my mom didn't get her license until after me and my 2 oldest brothers were born. So 22, 23,
Kentucky's
24.
a little slow.
I think she said she was 25.
We got too many teenagers driving. We don't want. We want them to wait.
Yeah.
Now, most of them know how to drive a tractor.
Pretty much all of them.
That's how I learned how to drive
Except
on
for
the
a
farm.
couple. There are a couple city yuppies, but most of the people around here know how to drive a tractor.
Well, by the way, I'm supporting
Big Bear Homestead.
my Big Bear Homestead hat. Love it. And I don't know if they're on here watching, but I am going to be putting an order in either tonight or tomorrow. There's some things that I want for some people.
I don't either.
So, got to support Jason and Robin.
No, I'm not going to get married in 3 years. Promise you that.
No.
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 Amy said, just think, Emily could be married in 3 years.
No.
I
No. Mm-mm.
just so you know, I mean, like, your father was not even on my radar when I was your age.
I don't care. I do
And then
not.
he came along.
I do not want to get married at 18.
Swept me off my feet.
Yeah.
I do not want to get married at 18.
That's good.
Yeah.
That
I
is
want to
good.
be almost done with college before I get married.
People are laughing.
So Pork Chop is already hinting for a car 16 in June. Oh my goodness. Does he have a job? That's what we told the kids. They're like, I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm like, that's great. Get a job.
Which I have no doubt in my mind I'll be buying my first car, which I'm already planning to. So, which it's funny because a lot of my friends are 16, and their parents and their grandparents have bought all of them their own car. And then they're like, "What kind of car are you going to be asking for?" I'm like, "Whatever car I can find." They're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I'm going to be getting my first car." And they're like, "Your parents are going to get it for you?" I'm like, "You met my parents? No."
We might help her, but she's not going to get something really nice or
Course
new. You never want to get somebody a good car for their first car.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying, like, everybody be picking on Amy in the chat because she's not as tall as the rest of us. However, I would not mess with her.
No.
I'm probably what 8 inches taller than Amy. I'm pretty sure she could take me. I'm pretty sure she could. So just saying, I'd be careful, fellas. I'd be careful. Don't do it. Like I said, I ain't trying to mess with you, girl. You know. Oh, good. Yes, I do. Let's see. She needs a good meal. Yes, I am. Well, my dad was always.
I want to pick up.
You might be getting a Volvo.
She wants me to get
If
a Volvo.
we can find a
but
Volvo,
I
those
want
things
a
are
pickup.
tanks. They are the they have the highest. You know what? When you're
Okay.
buying it all on your own, you can get whatever you can
what we were
afford.
saying.
But a Volvo is a tank,
I want a
and they are more. They have a higher safety rating.
Do you remember the last live chat we did?
Here.
And how we established that the
Yes,
pickup
thank you.
was the Batmobile of the South? I want my own Batmobile of the South, Mother. And I already have.
All
a
right,
couple
you.
of places.
What?
I don't want to say
Hey,
that.
look! It's Stacy Drake.
Stacy.
Stacy Drake.
I was like,
Stacy. Stacy
First
is
car.
Stacy is one of my old friends.
This is how I distract Tangi. See, it works.
Tell Charles
We
I
got
said hey.
these.
Hey Nathan, if you're watching. Sorry, go ahead.
Beard Commander. We got the beer balm. Yeah, beard balm.
Mhm.
Irish cream. That smells like coffee.
It's coffee beans.
Coffee
It
beans.
smells-
So I have to tell you guys. Hey Regina in Tennessee. So when Friday when we were setting up the vendor stuff, Howard Case, you guys know Homesteading with the Cases, he came to represent Beard Commander, and his stuff got there before he did. So we were kind of helping get some of his stuff unboxed. And we were smelling everything. And
most everybody had left.
Yeah.
So we were just standing at the table taking off the cap. Simply 7 a Living said, "Every girl needs a truck, scares the boys. Not around here. Not around here."
But yeah, so I was like, "Ooh, this one." And then he really liked the Irish cream.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one that was called Genuine Leather. And it smelled really, really good. It smelled like that new car.
It smelled like a
new
leather
cowboy
shop.
boots.
If you ever walk into a store in the mall that was leather, that's what it smelled like.
That's right.
No, she bought me these. I didn't even know this, but when we got home, she pulled these out and said, "I got you something." So cool.
Actually, yeah, well, I actually got 3 because I had gotten the family that we were staying with when we were in Virginia. They're good friends of ours, and I was trying to come up with good host and hostesses gifts, and so one of them I got the barbershop, like the barbershop scent. Yeah, it's like just a really clean smell. So I gave that one to Justin, our host, and because he's bearded, and so yeah, she bought those for her. See, Amy knows. She knows what's up. She knows. Well, and that's what I was telling Howard. I was like, they should give me a job because I can sell this to the ladies.
Her sales tactic was.
Yeah, she bought me these. Number one, she likes the smell, but she knew if she bought me these, it would also kind of guilt me into growing my beard back out. Which is why my razor was left in my backpack. I didn't need it. I cut my finger off.
You guys might get snow tonight. They called for snow around here on Saturday, but we didn't get any. It was just absolutely frigid. And then on Sunday, I was wearing a long sleeve dress, and Mom told me I was going to freeze. I was like, okay. So I went and got my winter coat and put it on before we got out anyway, and I was still cold. My winter coat was over a long sleeved dress, and I was still cold. And it is never this cold this time of year here. And I'm like, what?
I mowed the yard today. It wasn't that cold.
Warm again. I know, but
I love lamb.
What?
Oh, that was just random. I mowed the yard today. I love.
I'm just saying, it's not that cold. The grass is still growing.
No shade November.
No shade November. It's my favorite month.
Yep.
Yeah, who was it that's already getting 2 or 3 day head start?
Oh, Tommy.
The Aldermans. Yeah, Tommy. Tommy Alderman.
Not the Alderman.
Not the Aldermans.
I'm pretty sure Miss Patty would not appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Mike Pratt is pressuring him into growing a beard.
Yes, I am a supporter of the facial follicles.
Yep. We support a good beard.
So something else I learned today. I learned why plumbers get paid so much. Because the kids' bathroom needed fixing. Their toilet, everything went bad in the back of the toilet tank, so I had to replace the flush valve and the seals, and oh my gosh. What, 3 trips to Lowe's later?
Miss Stacy, if you buy him some Beard Commander balm.
It was a chance for me to buy new tools, though, so I bought new tools. What now? Where's Parker? Say hi to Parker. Come here, buddy.
Miss Nunda wants to say hi to you.
Yeah. How long is Nathan's beard? I haven't seen him in a long time, but the last time I saw him, it was like, well, it was
Parker. Yeah. So
was
tell him what
impressive.
You just signed up for.
Basketball, and we had our draft yesterday, and today we got an email, and I'm on the team called the Kings.
So
and
you signed up for basketball.
What's the coach's name?
I'll have to look at the email. Yeah, we got an email just a few hours ago. So Parker's going to be playing basketball soon. Yay. That was my sport. I played basketball 5-6 years in a row, all through junior high and high school. I was a big basketball player. Keep dropping these.
What's that?
My family, we were not sports. We did music and theater type stuff. My brother was like in community theater, and I was a band geek. We didn't do sports.
Yeah, I've always been more of a. I'm a lot like Dad in the sense that I like to watch sports and play sports. I tried 6th grade band. Our last year at public school was when I was in 6th grade, and they started band at our elementary school that year. So I played clarinet for a year. I like softball a lot better.
Yeah, I'm enjoying being a sports mom. And I've learned to like sports after we got married because, I mean, it was what he always wanted to watch. Even golf. I'm like, why would anybody want to watch this?
I don't like it.
It's better than what most things on TV are showing right now.
Just turn it off. Read a book.
I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, it was funny because when she found out that I wanted to play softball, because I was the first kid to like actively say I want to play this sport, let's go. So she did not want me to because she was afraid that I was gonna get really badly hurt, and I was like, it's okay, I can deal with it.
Oh.
Either our first game or something like that, one of my friends had a concussion. So
looks
she
like you're
was
6.
Yeah, Flying VS Farm. I have played putt-putt, and I stunk at it,
That's not a sport.
but it was fun. Sportiest thing I've ever done. Actually, no. There are things that I enjoy playing, like volleyball and cornhole.
I like golf.
You know. See, I was in choir
Golf
too.
is death.
I was in choir in the 6th grade, 6th or 7th grade. But then from 9th grade on, I was in band. I played the flute.
I have a friend that plays traveling golf. He enjoys it. I just don't like watching it.
Yes, PGA is not a redneck sport. I agree. We are all about
PGA's a redneck.
Professional.
is not a redneck sport.
No. Good Lord, you got to be rich to play golf. It's an expensive sport.
Rebecca said I got a concussion playing golf. How in the world?
Yeah. Well, that might be redneck golf. You make it a contact sport.
There you
Yeah.
go. Jennifer did figure skating in choir. Nice. Still waiting for cornhole. I know it will eventually be an Olympic sport.
Awesomely? Yes, I play cornhole awesomely.
Yeah, that will eventually become an Olympic sport. Everything else is. So.
Every gathering around here,
Hey, if shuffleboard
someone brings cornhole.
is an Olympic sport, cornhole's got it beat.
What's that sweeping thing in the Winter
Not
Olympics?
shuffleboard, but
Do you guys know the name
Yeah.
of
What
that?
is
that?
Sweeping.
What is
The
that?
sweeping sport.
somebody will
forgot.
tell us.
Yeah.
What's that called? That's a ridiculous sport, in my opinion. Honestly, though.
I don't know. Curling.
Curling,
Yes.
yes,
That
curling.
actually looks fun. I would like, but sweeping. I'm a mom.
That was. The
I would
mom's
win.
sport.
It was the mom sport.
That was the mothers teaching their children how to sweep. Said, well, let's turn it into a game. And they were like, hey, come to the kitchen and practice.
Hey,
It
Barbara.
looks fun, though.
I don't think so.
Got
Got hit
hit.
in the head.
It's on ice.
Oh
What?
Ouch.
Hit in the head?
She, with a rogue club.
Yikes.
That would be awful. My goodness. Well, okay, so
Be careful.
now that we are into the fall, how many of you guys are doing fall gardens? And
I mean winter.
no,
Fall.
It's fall.
Fall garden. you
Most
grow, like,
people should
potatoes and
have
stuff.
their fall gardens already planted, like us. But some people further south can still be planting stuff and doing just fine.
See, I hate the heat, working in the heat. I'll play softball in the heat, but that's because I enjoy softball. If I'm going to work in the heat, I don't enjoy it as much. But I feel like if I had a garden, it would be a fall garden.
Okay,
'Cause I love.
so part-time permies just popped up in the chat.
They're in the house.
Hey, guys.
Hey guys.
Okay, so let me tell you guys about part-time permies. First, you need to hover over their name and click on the 3 dots. Says go to channel and then hit
They're from
subscribe.
Michigan, right?
They're from Michigan. They do the pasta.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Now the wife, she stays home and does most of the homesteading. And the husband,
He's a chef.
correct me if I'm wrong, didn't you quit your job and like decided to pursue your pasta business? He does homemade pasta, and they sell it at farmers market.
The Pratts enjoy it.
Yeah, the Pratts had some and they enjoyed it, but we had a really great chat with them at the conference as everybody was packing up to leave. And that was, yeah, you guys were so nice, and we're really see what all you guys do on your channel and with the business. It's really exciting to see companies, from, good, hardworking Americans and seeing them prosper. So we really, really hope that you guys do well. Let's see. Tracy says no fall garden, living in Michigan. Yeah,
He says,
it's definitely.
I actually work full time and do homesteading.
And do homesteading. Okay, this is Cindy. Mike makes the pasta.
He works full time and does the homesteading.
All right, I didn't realize that. That is awesome. Let's see, that's even tougher.
Yes.
It's hard enough homesteading full time. Well, I work from home part time, and we homeschool.
And I work full time.
And it's like
out of town.
Yeah. Trying to get it all to work together is just, whew. It's
Do y'all have Jerusalem artichokes?
No, I actually tried. I actually tried to grow some, and they sprouted, but then they got neglected and they withered and died.
Grease says carrots, peas, kale, and spinach. I love kale.
Awesome.
Love kale. It's like my favorite green is probably kale, and spinach is a close second.
Yeah. Let's see, fall garden going mainly under hoops. I was hoping to do that this year, adding some brackets and PVC pipe over our raised beds and doing like
that might be something we could try.
A makeshift hoop, yeah. But with everything going on, I had a hard time keeping up with the big garden, so I'm kind of okay with having a break.
I looked into that early last year, like when it was still cold before spring hit, about possibly making
those
a little greenhouse outside, and just didn't get around to it.
Don't start that argument, Peace and Pantry. That argument has gone on in our host before. Is gardening a sport? That has been a real conversation.
Whack-a-mole, faux show.
Let's not revisit.
We homestead part-time, hence the name Part-Time Permies. Makes sense. And permaculture is such an awesome thing, and that's one thing that I really look forward to when we can get out of the subdivision. And I mean, I believe that everybody should grow where they're planted. However, knowing that we will probably not be here that long, I don't want to invest a lot of money and blood, sweat, and tears into a piece of property that I know we're not going to stay at much longer. But definitely having a permaculture situation is my, having a food forest, that is what I want. Because the cool thing with permaculture, if you are new to that term, is basically setting up your environment to produce food, and it will eventually get to a point where you do very little work. It just takes on its own thing, and it's like its own, like, everything works in a circle, and it's just awesome.
That's how it should be.
That's how it should be.
See, when we move, if we move, Lord willing we move, Parker wants to raise meat rabbits, and I want to raise pygmy goats. And really, my wanting to raise pygmy goats, one, when I was a lot younger, my grandfather had goats, and I loved them. I loved feeding his baby goats. He would get them, we would have to bottle feed them, and I loved them. And I am also lactose intolerant. And I looked it up, and if you were lactose intolerant, you can still drink goat's milk.
Mm-hmm.
So we could make goat cheese, because if you watched Mom's homestead box, they gave us cheese making.
We got a cheese making kit. So, we're going to be making cheese soon.
Hopefully, I could learn to make cheese with the goats.
Somebody actually corrected me on that. They said that pygmy goats are meat goats.
Yeah, those are meat goats.
Some of y'all could probably tell us a little more. But pygmies are meat goats. But I've heard that Nubian goats are probably the best dairy goats because it's not as tangy as some goat milks can tend to be.
And it was funny because I showed one of our friends a picture of a pygmy goat, and she goes, "That ain't real." She was like, "That's a stuffed animal." I went, "Well, when I get them, you can come over and see how not fake they are."
Yeah. So part-time Permy said her dad is lactose intolerant and can eat goat cheese. Oh, Tim has Nigerian dwarfs. Now, are those good dairy goats? I really like the idea of working with smaller animals, dwarf animals. For one, because we're inexperienced, and it just seems like it would be easier to wrangle smaller animals.
I've never actually had goat's milk.
Well, you need to try it before we invest it.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, Uber Mama says that she picked up her first Nubian today. Awesome. Okay, so Nubian dwarfs. Now, Tim, about how much milk do you get from a goat a day? See, pygmy goats are pets.
I looked a
good
bunch
for
of stuff
meat,
up on
and
baby
Nubians are
goats
good
one
for
time
dairy.
to see like all of their benefits and stuff.
Well, some of these people are raising them, so they would know.
Yeah. See, per the lactose intolerance, it depends. Sheep's milk. Oh, this is creating essence. Hey, Megan. It depends. Sheep's milk is actually more like human milk, but goat's milk can work for some people with intolerance. So try it. Yeah, we actually have Joel and his wife. They do dairy, so they might be willing to send us.
Yeah, some of the people I work with, I think I can get some goat milk from them. I'll bring some home. We'll try it.
We should try it for sure.
We will try.
Yeah, so that's good. See, this is one of the cool things about this community. Is, I mean, that's like the whole idea is that we learn from each other, and I love it. Let's see. Tracy says we have 2 acres and we have 3 goats, 2 lambs, 30 rabbits, 8 ducks, 10 chickens, and 3 turkeys. That is awesome. Yeah, we would really like to get into Well, here's what I want for Parker, and Parker wants it too. Is I would like for him to learn how to breed and sell and butcher meat rabbits. Nathan and Carly do goats for milk and meat. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. That's awesome. Hey, Robin, what's up, lady?
Robin's here.
Let's see. Flying VS Farm says, I drank goat's milk as a kid and still do. Cow's milk triggers eczema outbreaks if I have too much. Let's see. By the way, Mike, will be working on a cooking video. Yay! Yes, we invited part-time Hermes to do a Frugal Family food video. So that's really exciting. And who else was that? Oh,
for just Frugal Family food or for the Thanksgiving?
Frugal Family food. I think we're going to put them in. Didn't we say we were going to get you guys in our Thanksgiving, for blah, 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 I can't talk, for November. There, I said it.
She said that's a sharp looking hat.
Hey, Teresa. Robin said it's a sharp looking hat.
At the beginning of my video, I gave y'all a plug and said that I will be making an order very soon, either tonight or tomorrow, because there's more stuff that I want.
Hello.
Hey, Jason. That's awesome.
Jason's in the house.
Yeah, so we're getting educated on
Goats.
the kind of goats that we should get.
Because I want to raise goats.
Yeah.
Yes.
But first, we definitely need to find.
And up at the park where I work, a lot of the other rangers that I work with, some of them live on farms, some of them are homesteaders. One in particular, I mean, his wife, she makes her own soap, lip balm.
Jason
They do all the beeswax. They have honey. They have the honeybees. They do all kinds of stuff, but they're totally against social media, being on Facebook or YouTube. Although they do get on, I've been telling them about all these other homesteader channels, and I think they're watching you guys because they watch YouTube videos constantly. It's just they don't want to be seen,
They're very private people.
Yeah, he doesn't want pictures of his family out there, so
yeah, I totally respect
that's
that.
fine. That's fine. But I have been plugging you guys for them to watch.
Awesome.
And I'm learning a lot from them.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, Tracy said, tell them to go with New Zealand rabbits. They have really great meat and does not taste gamey at all.
Do they have hobbit feet?
I cannot remember.
So they have
Was it?
Hobbit feet.
Hobbit feet?
New Zealand. That's where.
Oh,
Hey,
good.
that was a joke. Didn't get it.
Cherish his husband would appreciate it.
Okay.
I have a great joke for Mike Pratt when
Oh yeah.
next time that I talk to him,
yes. I wish they were on
I got a
here.
good joke for him.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, when we were at the Homesteaders America conference, there was a rabbit butchering demo, and he talked about his favorite kind of rabbit. I feel like it had California in the title. Does that sound right, you guys?
Good night.
Where are you reading now? Speaking of goats, oh, okay. Good night, Flying BS Farm. See, I didn't say verses this time. No, I'm learning. Maybe, Amy said maybe they can bring us rabbits when we're ready.
I want Amy and Mark to come visit us.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I can't wait to California is a neat breed of rabbit. Okay.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, he talked about the California rabbits and how he liked them best.
You got to tell them what. So you guys know the fundamental home. Amanda's daughter had a difficult time watching the butchering.
Cried, and I felt so bad for her. It was funny.
Yeah.
Look at what Jason said. Someone please tell Robin to share the computer.
Oh.
What?
Mr. Big Bear said, someone please tell Robin to share the computer.
Oh.
Awesome. So Californians, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Parker wants to do the rabbits. So, and it was funny because it was me, Parker, and then some other friends that were watching the rabbit butchering demo, and I looked at him and I just said, okay. I said, you know you're going to have to do this. And he goes, yeah, okay. They give me meat. I'm good with that. All right. I'm just like,
When I grew up, my dad had cows, had some goats.
Still has cows.
Well, still has a few.
And donkeys. He's got
but,
2 major donkeys.
Yeah, we never had rabbits. Now, we did raise quail. We had incubators. We'd raise quail, release them. That was fun. We did some ducks one year, put them out on the pond. But we've never had rabbits. We did have chickens for a couple of years because I was always the one that got sent out to collect the eggs and get flogged. He had roosters.
My grandparents had commercial chicken farms, so I've killed them, collected eggs, both on the belt and in the nesting boxes.
That's really different than just a chicken coop with a few chickens.
Yeah, and we also had a chicken coop at one time too. And yes, it is different. Commercial chicken houses, I think, are more difficult to work in, just because. Well, for one thing, you have to get past the smell. The ammonia is horrible.
And plus, you're contracted with a company to produce so much.
Yeah, but
so it's not like you're doing it on your own time with your own.
yeah. That's what we spent our summers there, working in the chicken house.
It's funny because at her hometown church in Georgia, if you stand on the front porch, you can smell chicken manure.
Smells like money.
That's what she always says.
Yep.
Hey, Caver Crew.
Hey, wanna be
Change your
better.
name.
Yep.
Yes,
We're now Freedom Homestead.
Yeah, we changed the name. You know, Tangi the Caver's wife, Jack the Caver. We decided to combine into one channel, a family channel, to showcase more of our homestead, family, and faith. And we wanted to call it the Freedom Homestead, or just Freedom Homestead.
Yep. And want to be better.
And
how long ago did you change your name?
What is the slogan?
Our
life, liberty, and the pursuit of bacon.
She loves that part.
Because we want to pursue having pigs and chickens and cows and rabbits. So the pursuit of bacon.
Yes.
That's what that was for.
I don't know. Will Emily help butcher the rabbits?
I don't know.
I think she will. She can do it.
She probably will. It's funny because I don't know if Daniel's still here, but do you guys remember when they butchered Willie? Their cow.
Okay.
And
tell them who that is.
Yeah, it was the cow that they had bottle fed, and anyway, he sent me a message and he said that he made this video and he's like, you're gonna cry. And I'm a, I can get emotional sometimes, but when it comes to animals, I don't cry unless it's my pet. If it's my pet, not your pet, if it's my pet, I'll cry. But to me, food is food, whether it's on hoof or not. And so he was like, well, you'll see. He just knew he had me. And so he sent me the video, and it's got the pictures of the cow. The only thing that got to me a little bit was there were pictures of the cow with Houston when he was little, and that was sweet. And maybe if I was any more emotional, it would have got to me, but that it didn't get me. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't cry over food.
I think he said he liked the Californians because of their fur, their white fur. Because he said it's really hard to clean the fur off of the meat. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he said that he liked the white because it was harder to see than the black.
You mean easier to see?
No.
Are they teasing Mark because he can make his grilled cheese?
He made his own grilled cheese. Uh-oh.
Cheese.
Oh, they're getting spicy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the solid white. That's what he had at the conference. So.
About Jason, I've been thinking about this intro for next year for the WWE. Those songs are probably copyrighted, so we can't do that.
Oh, they're totally
They're
copyrighted.
definitely copyrighted.
So we're going to have to come up with
Maybe we could get one
something
of those
creative to get around that.
to sound like one, but
Sound
not really
like it.
be
Uh-oh. Oh, dear.
I am bringing camp cook. Oh,
Nice.
he's bringing camp cookware next
Well,
year.
didn't they say they were going to do a chili cook?
Oh, yeah, Jason,
we
did
should
talk
just
about
camp
that.
out at the fairgrounds.
We did talk a little bit at the top of the hour about the cook-off, the chili cook-off.
She's not doing Norwex
They
anymore.
can bring a smoker.
Who's asking about
Just
that?
Creating edges.
smoke a bunch of Boston butts all night long Thursday night.
Let's see, and it says not available. Yeah, my Norwex thing is out.
What? You're over with that?
Yeah. I decided not to renew that. I didn't realize that it had already run out, but I decided not to renew it just because it's one more thing. So let me get back with you on that.
Jason
Okay.
says yes. I think that's yes to. I don't know what that's
Miss
yes
Robin
to.
says absolutely not.
Oh my! If they had a campground, yeah, and that's with the campgrounds. That's definitely something on their end, not on our end. Here's one thing I have learned about Virginia. Even though it is a beautiful state, and if we could live anywhere else, I would want to live there. But first of all, they are taxed like you would not believe. We just found out, Amy, I had no idea. Y'all poor things.
Yeah.
We didn't realize that you guys were taxed so much in Virginia, but also there is so much red tape to do anything.
It's not that hard here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some friends in Virginia. It was a small mission that turned into a church, and they're trying to get their church building built. And they're just making them jump through so many hoops because not because it's a church, but they don't differentiate in that county a church from a business, and so they're making them do all these things and get lawyers, and then they're in the watershed of the Chesapeake, so they're just, I mean, man.
And they started this process about a year.
Crazy.
No, longer than a
Yeah,
year.
it's the East Coast.
It's been a while, and they haven't even gotten a pavilion set up to keep their wood under, which is what they're going to use to build part of the church with. They haven't even got a pavilion on the land.
Yes, Robin,
Ridiculous.
Virginia is a commonwealth, and so is Kentucky.
Yeah.
That's it. The only two.
So Megan said, never go to New York. The government taxes you coming and going every way. Virginia is like the land of freedom. Wow, compared to New York, I wouldn't want to
Woo,
go.
come to
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Goodness. Let's see. My daughter Sasha just came. Okay, let me ask. One thing I never did figure out. In Virginia, are you guys taxed on groceries? Because I know in Georgia we were taxed on groceries.
Sure they are.
You're not taxed on groceries here.
Not here, we're not. Not
No,
food.
you're not. Not on food.
Not food growth. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not taxed
Now,
on
if you were to
groceries.
go out to eat, you would be taxed. But if you go to the
Right.
grocery store and buy milk and it says 99 cents, when you go to checkout, it's 99 cents. Let's see.
Yeah, we had some friends that
But if you buy a
lived
chainsaw, you're
on the
getting
East
taxed.
Coast
Yes.
come down here, and they were like, one, we forgot how low the cost of living
No
was
taxes
here.
on groceries. 5% on non-food.
Yeah.
We have 6% sales tax
Mhm.
here in Kentucky.
Yeah. Well, what we were talking about is your car taxes.
You have to pay property taxes for each vehicle.
Yeah.
In
So
Virginia.
you're taxed when you buy a vehicle. You're taxed when you buy a vehicle. Then you're taxed every year when you go to renew your tags. However, you are also taxed, if I understand right, every 6 months you pay property taxes, and then you also have to get your car inspected, right? And you have to pay to have that done as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's what our friends in Virginia were telling us.
And they said that every 6 months for their 2 cars, it's $500 every 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Big Bear's asking how bad are the taxes up here. They're not that bad. I mean, some counties have higher taxes because of the school systems. They're trying to get more schools built, so they've raised property taxes. Where we're at, we're in Warren County, which is the same county that Bowling Green, the city of Bowling Green is in, and we're technically in the city limits right now. So we do pay probably more taxes because we're in county and city, but 6% sales tax. Our property taxes are pretty low.
Of course, that varies
It's
by
not-
county.
Yeah, I mean, we
Yeah.
do have to pay taxes each year on getting our vehicles, tags and license, but it's not that bad here. Not that bad.
No. Amy was saying Southern Virginia is totally different. Now, our friends live in Spotsylvania County, right? So
Yes.
maybe that's why it
But-
was so bad.
Miss Nunda.
What'd she say? Okay, I'm back. Husband tried to snort peppermint essential oil. Oh dear.
Heck, we'll not go do
That will clean them out. Let's see. They
Was
must
that-
have spendy
Who was that? Was that Mark?
No, Nunda's
John,
husband,
Mr.
John.
John.
That's funny. The tax is based on the car's value. Okay. Yeah. That's
Oh, yeah.
craziness. Michigan has 6% sales tax.
Huh?
It's killing me.
How much
Now,
is land here?
Stacy can tell if they're still
How much
here.
is land?
The Drake's
I think in Tennessee, isn't the tax like crazy, like 11% on your food and clothing and
I don't think
everything?
it's that high.
It's pretty high. It's a lot higher than it is here.
It used to be if you wanted to buy a vehicle, you drive down to Tennessee
Uh-huh.
and then you bring it back up here. But I
We
don't think
have-
I think it's cheaper now just to buy it where you live. How much is land here? That
It varies.
oh yeah. I mean, you can find it real cheap and you can find it outrageous.
Yeah.
We would love to get closer to work, but since I work in a national park, the land around the national park, even though it's very poor, I don't know, just it's very poor up there. There's not a lot of big houses or anything. Land is expensive because it's near a national park, even though it's out in the middle of the boonies. And then you go around here, it's just up and down. It depends.
Miss Drake said crazy high in Tennessee.
Yeah, and then
9.75%.
well, Laura said it's 16% in Shelby
That's
County.
insane.
That's crazy. Oh, Stacy said 9.45. Okay, so
Yeah.
but it's
It's
that's
county
still
to
higher.
it's county to county.
Yeah.
That's like it is up here.
That is high.
That is bad.
Jeez.
Yeah, but where we live right now,
Yes.
if we were to have the same exact thing, the county below us, it would probably go for 30,000 less than what it would go for here. Talking about where we used to live,
Mhm.
because land value there is lower. I think it's because it's a poorer county.
Mhm.
But we live really close to a college town, which makes property value go up. Because, especially for people, they don't want to be right in the city, but they want to be close. So that's what makes land value here higher. So we want to get farther out, like he said, closer to the park. So there's a sweet spot where the property value is lower. You can get a lot more land and house for your money. So that's why we say we're being picky, because we're waiting for something in that sweet spot to open up for us. We can stay in the price range that we want and get the house and land that we want.
Do we get snow or did we get snow? Because we rarely ever get snow. We got some snow a couple of years ago.
Somebody's asking if we get snow.
Big Bear.
Oh.
And we
don't get
got
much.
quite a few inches a couple years ago, which was insane. And after like 3 days, everyone hated it. Everyone just wanted to go back to school.
It was 2 years
back to work.
ago. 2 years ago, of course, everybody got that huge, big snow in this area. We hadn't got that much snow in 30 years.
It's
Well,
been long.
I could say, since I know I grew up about an hour from where Big Bear Homestead is, weather here is very similar to the weather
It
that
is.
you get. Very, very similar. Let's see. Yeah, if we get a snow, it's a freak thing. Usually we just have,
Sleet and ice.
if we get any precipitation.
It gets cold.
It gets
It gets
cold.
very cold.
It gets
But
cold.
usually by the time it gets cold, here
It's very
it rains a lot, and then when it gets below freezing, it's rained out. Yeah.
You guys get that?
So Megan says we have 1 acre and 380,000 estimated value total and pay 1,300 yearly in taxes. That's really cheap as far as property taxes. If your estimated value is 380K and you're only paying 1,300, that's what we pay on a third of that.
Doggy's back.
We didn't have any snow
Hey,
last year.
him. Let Georgia out.
Come on, Georgia.
Going outside.
Yes, Big Bear, we do get that hot here.
Come on, Georgia.
It's humid and hot here, just like it is back home. Let's see.
Oh yeah, we have bad humidity here.
Yeah.
Bad humidity. That's why I work in a cave.
Yeah. So she came from upstate New York near Canada, and it would have been 8,000 in taxes. Yeah, your taxes are super duper low, if that's what you pay on 380K. Let's see. Let's see. Laura says, I lived in SoCal and in Tennessee. I moved back to Western New York, and it's less expensive.
We probably need to start wrapping it up. We've been on here an hour.
Oh,
wow.
That went by quick.
it did
for
go by
us.
quick. Let's see.
Maybe y'all are waiting. Man, it's the longest hour of my
Let's
life.
see. We came from -10 degrees and snow October through April in New York. In the last 4 years here in Virginia, we've seen a single snowfall mid-January each year that lasts a week. Wow.
Good night, Pickers. Good night, Suburban.
Good night, guys. Let's see. Robin says, but I bet your soil is better than the granite capital of the world. Yeah. I mean, it really depends on where you go. If you get closer to where he lives, where there's more ridges,
Where I live,
where you work.
where I work.
Our soil down here is clay.
But we don't have granite.
It's red clay. Really.
We have good soil here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot of that red clay mud,
It's
but
red clay.
yeah,
Red
it
clay.
depends.
Yeah.
If you're
We
down
don't
on-
have to amend our soil very much to be able to plant. But we don't have granite. Ours is we have limestone.
some of the fields around here, it's pretty good black
Mhm.
soil.
Let's
We
see.
have some good river bottom.
We
farmland
barely have
in
4
this-
seasons
in this
here.
area.
It's summer, kind of summer, sort of summer, a little summer, then back to summer.
No.
No, that's
not
It's
that bad.
warm like
We
all
have
year.
all 4 seasons, but sometimes it will
Not
skip. Like it seems here lately we went straight from late summer to winter, but it'll end up leveling out. Let's see.
Hello from Alabama.
Hey,
I'd move to
Cindy.
Maine. Ready to move.
I would not
Wait,
want to
somebody
live
says
in.
where in Fredericksburg? What?
No, that was Tim Beverly talking to Creating Essence,
Oh, okay.
because they're both in Virginia.
Yeah, I think we were in your neighborhood a few days after the conference because you were wearing a T-shirt, fire department shirt, said Fort AP. Is that right? Is that an old military base or something? We drove by that a few days later. We were down in that area with our friends.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. So Jennifer, you guys are buying 5 more acres. That is awesome. Under $100 a year for taxes. That is incredible.
Not in the North Pole.
The worst part of it.
Who's wrong?
Let's see. Kentucky shuts down as
AP
soon.
Hill.
That
Yes,
is very
AP
true.
Hill.
That is very true. Part-time permies, we do, and it's funny because we know that Northerners laugh at us, but because ice and snow is so rare for us, we're not prepared for it like everybody else. So
Well, we don't invest in snow equipment. We
No.
don't have enough snow to invest in all the plows. So if they're calling for 4 inches of snow, schools will automatically cancel the next day before the snow even gets here.
Yeah.
So if we get an inch or two, yeah.
And you can expect
But my boss still expects me at work.
milk, bread, and eggs go out of stock.
Yep.
At the slightest mention of snow, it's gone.
Because you got to have that bread and milk.
Gotta make your bread milkshakes when it's
Gross. You know.
Best thing about snow, snow cream.
Yes.
Best thing about snow
Yeah.
is snow cream.
That's exact that. Okay, so did you guys see my post on Instagram? I made homemade pancakes and I had that syrup from Falling Bark Farm, which they were vendors at the conference, and they had woodland spice hickory syrup. And when I tasted it, because they were given samples to try it, I said this would make amazing snow cream. I still stand by that statement. Let's see, there's no infrastructure to clean up snow down here in Virginia and New York. We wouldn't get a school delay for less than 12 inches overnight. 2 inches in 2 days, the whole country closes. Yep.
Most of our snow in Kentucky is real icy, slushy snow, which is not good. It's usually about an inch or two of snow on top of a couple of inches of ice. And what happens is most of the power lines break because of all the ice.
Oh, good.
Did you
Yeah.
see what Big Bear said about
Yeah.
better snow price, fur prices?
Yeah. Big Bear said best thing about snow, they get better fur prices.
I bet you do.
Let's see.
The syrup that we got was which one was
This
that?
this is the one I was talking about. That's the
The
woodland spice. And it has cloves in it, and it's got something else. I think cardamom, and it's got a cinnamon stick in it.
And then this one is the brandy.
This is her favorite,
Vanilla
and
hickory.
this is my favorite.
It has
This is good.
Can the camera see? There's actual vanilla bean in the bottle.
I don't know if they can see that or not.
Oh, they can kind
But
of.
they can.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
This stuff is good, very good.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Part-time Permie says New York City people don't know how to drive because they are from a more tropical area of the world.
We got the plain and the
Correction,
vanilla.
they don't know how to
one
drive
and spiced, and Debbie said no.
Aww.
Yeah, I didn't want the spice either, but she got spices, and then I got the this one.
Well,
the
what was
vanilla.
funny was I went over there. Jackie was like, "You gotta come over here and taste this," and he was wanting me to try the
Oh, I had a
vanilla
plan.
one.
I had a plan.
And I was like, "Oh my goodness, that is amazing!" And then the guy goes, "Well, here, try this one." I was like, "Oh, that's the one I want." And it was the spice one. And then the guy looks over at Jackie and he's like, "I think that plan backfired, didn't
Yeah,
it?"
thanks a lot. It was your fault.
But we ended up getting both of them,
Yeah.
so it's all good.
They're trying to talk her husband.
Right.
Tracy's trying to talk her husband into going to the homestead.
Yes, Tracy. Oh, you would love it so much. And tell your husband. I mean, I don't know how far the drive is for you guys, but it's definitely a fantastic family vacation destination. And that's what we do is we're just making it a vacation, taking a week,
Yeah.
seeing the sights, doing all the things.
Yeah, to get up there, we don't want to rush up and rush back, so we make it our yearly family vacation. Well, we did this year. I'll act like we've been doing this for years. It was the first one.
Yeah. Hey, Dana. Sullivan Family Homestead. Oh yeah. All right. Well, you guys, we've been on here long enough, and I guess
Yeah.
we'll get off. But we are going to try to make this a weekly thing. So we'll try to get on here.
And Monday nights work best for us, so
Yeah.
maybe we'll be doing this more on the Monday evening, Monday night. Try to.
Yeah.
My YouTube channel, Jack the Caver, will probably over the next couple of months be kind of fizzling out because we're gonna make this our main channel now. Freedom
Yeah.
Homestead.
Big Bear Homestead's a great steak.
I think we're both gonna keep our Facebook channels, so we can still. Right there, right? We're both gonna keep our Facebook channels.
Yeah.
Well, what are we gonna do? We don't know what we're gonna
I'm
do.
trying to figure that out because I still have the Caver's Wife blog, and I'm probably gonna keep that to do like devotionals
Night, Mark.
and that kind of stuff. But I did today buy a domain name that we're going to use as our website.
Freedom Homestead was already taken, so
It's gonna be
ourfreedomhomestead.com.
ourfreedomhomestead.com, but there's nothing there.
Don't
yet.
go to it yet.
Don't go
No,
to it yet,
this is all in the works. Next couple of months, we'll keep you updated. We'll let you know when it's up.
We're supposed to.
Yes, Tracy, and if you want to, send me a message on Facebook or something, and I can tell you all the cool places that we've been. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool things, like just within an hour radius of where the conference is. I mean, you've got Civil War battlefields, you've got DC, you've got, what is that, the Pioneer, the Frontier. It's like an interactive, old-timey place. We've not done that one yet, but I'd like to.
You've also got Joel Salatin's farm.
Right.
Is that an hour from?
It's in Virginia.
I know it's in Virginia, but I don't know, is that an hour from? I don't think it's an hour.
It's in Virginia.
Yeah, but then you've also got the Monticello. You've got
Antietam's not far, just up in Maryland.
Mount Vernon.
I want to go to Mount Vernon.
Yes, I do
want to go
too.
to
I was
Mount
hoping
Vernon.
that we would get to go this time.
Hey, who's Jason asking us? Are we going to move to Virginia? You asking us?
They're all trying to get everybody to move.
Nah, I don't think we're moving to Virginia.
They're trying to get.
No.
They've got
That'd be a
Miss
long
Amy,
commute
Miss
to work.
Nunda, and they're trying to. Have they gotten Miss Robin to Cave yet?
About an hour away is Joel. Okay, cool.
About an hour away.
Yep.
Haven't been there. Haven't been to Mount Vernon.
If we ever move to Virginia, it will be because the Lord is making us move there.
Yes.
We won't fight the big guy, but everything else.
It could be. Yeah. I've got almost 20 years in where I work, and I would like to retire from there. After retirement, who knows?
Amy said that you can work with Mark too.
I would have a job if I moved to Virginia.
Miss Robin said never gonna happen, Emily. Okay.
Hey, if I could move up, well, no, I'm not gonna say it. No.
Yeah.
Give us time.
But it would be good to know that I had a job and that I had buddies to hunt with.
So here's the thing: our friends that we stay with when we go visit, he is the pastor of the church that we were talking about earlier that's trying to build a building. And it's funny because they keep saying, we don't have a deacon. And Jackie is an ordained deacon.
It was funny because they were sitting and he
yeah.
was looking at us and he's going, the stars are aligning.
Oh,
Yeah.
my pastor's already told me, we didn't ordain you as a deacon so you could go to another church and be a deacon.
Yeah, well, it's funny too because, our friend, he was like, now you don't think it's accidental that the company that you work for is based out of Culpeper, right? Like, that was not an accident. And I'm like, I know. I see it happening too.
Did you see what Big Bear said? He said, Robin said that about my truck and see what happened.
Oh.
Because she said never going to happen, Emily. That's funny.
It's like my parents one day said they wanted new carpet for the house, and they said we wish we could get some new carpet for the house, and 2 days later they had a water line bust and completely destroyed their carpet and had to get new carpet. And they said the Lord works in mysterious ways. Yeah. We just didn't know He would do it with a broken water pipe. You just never know sometimes.
It was funny because also one year too, they had to replace their carpet. I don't know. We had a lot of rain, and the way that their house was, the windows and the doors, the water got through there and flooded their entire house while me and Parker were over there. So we're like trying to get the water out, and my granddad got home, and I ran outside to tell him, and he goes, well, we prayed for rain. Guess we just didn't expect to get it like this.
Tim says we got the Blue Ridge Parkway, and that would be cool. But, I don't know. I think if I moved, I don't know. I'd probably want to change careers.
That's enough he's going to say.
I won't say too much. Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys, this was fun.
Yeah.
And we'll meet y'all back here next time where we talk about our life, our love of liberty, and our pursuit of bacon.
Chickens and goats. And chili cook-offs.
I was trying to make that awkward professional, and then you had
Chickens and goats.
And ducks quack.
That's
Good
a Girl Meets World reference.
Good night, guys.
Good night.